All right, man. Let's talk about Jeremy Grant. There's a new batch of trade rumors about where Jeremy Grant could end up. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Pistons to our playlist for more videos like this. Hopefully, you guys will check out the Spotify and the Anchor podcast. The same thing. Podcast going up on Spotify. The more support I get, then I will end up putting it on Audible, Amazon, Google, Apple, the whole nine. So, what you can do, you can listen to all my live streams, and I have some exclusive content coming on there. Um, Ad free audio. Listen to the audio, man. And without having to keep your YouTube light on, you can listen to all my live streams there pertaining to this channel. So, make sure you check the Spotify and the Anchor out. Same all the audio going the same place. You can do that by checking my link tree. It's the first link in the description, and I pin it in the comment section as well too. So you can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, in addition to Anchor and Spotify there as well too. So hopefully y'all enjoy that. Um, so yeah, it's a new batch of rumors for the Pistons. Obviously, I've been talking about how New Orleans has been a player. Obviously, Portland, it's rumored that it could be heating up for Portland pretty soon. And Pistons and Portland can do something, and um, now Memphis Grizzlies. It's rumors that they looking to move up in the draft. They got two late first round picks. There's a lot of rumors out there, and you know, a lot of rumors. Just a lot of rumors. A lot of rumors. So obviously everybody enamored with that seventh pick to Portland, and that's one of the rumors that popped up yesterday that it just won't go away, and that could be a possibility that they do it. And like I said before, Portland is probably gonna send Josh Hart or somebody back our way in that scenario. You know, so but so that's the main one. But the Washington Wizards is talked about. The Washington Wizards says the Wizards have been mentioned as a potential trade partner with the Detroit Pistons, but it only seems likely if Detroit acquires a second pick and was willing to move back to get the Wizards' 10th pick and additional assets. If the Wizards are looking to use this pick to get a proven point guard, then it's hard to see the Pistons getting involved because they don't have one. It's possible that the Pistons could get involved if there's a third team or one that does have a point guard, but it seems like a long shot though. The Pistons would love to get their hands on a pick and take a big man like Jalen Durham or Mark Williams. And like I said before, Killian Hayes, what's wrong with him? Nobody woke Killian Hayes. Crazy to be bad, but crazy. But like I said before, looking up the grab board, yeah, there ain't a lot of point guards up there. That's why Ivy is a hot commodity right now. So they probably better off. I don't know. They probably better off trying to get Anthony Simmons, but he really ain't no true point guard. I think they would be looking for Bradley Beal's out back in. I think they'd be looking for a bigger guard. But like I said before, they had John Wall, and obviously a lot of their teammates didn't like John Wall. Was the rumor? You could look up those rumors for yourself. He was hard to play with. Didn't want to play without the basketball, so on and so on. So I mean, if we acquire another pick, I mean, obviously if you can get one of the players that you target down there, so a lot of players you target from dropping from 7 to 10, then to me it's a no brainer at that point. You know, to me it's a no brainer. So, but I mean, I don't think they would be interested in Killian Hayes. Um, so yeah, if that's what they're looking for, then that's gonna be hard to find. They probably better off trying to go sign Ricky Rubio. We being real, that's what they're better off trying to do. But nonetheless, man, uh, they in a hard space. They might have to look at Tata Washington and Kennedy Chandler or something. But let's move on. Says the Memphis Grizzlies, our team, Kay Cunningham and the Pistons are hoping to emulate as they have built a deep homegrown roster around star point guard. But it's hard to see them trade partners in a scenario as Memphis Grizzlies' two picks aren't enough to get into the conversation of moving into the top five of the 2020 NBA draft. If the Pistons were to acquire a second pick later in the first round, then it's possible that they would look to trade back for an additional pick. But it's his long shot too, too many moving parts. Now, like I said before, Memphis gonna have to bust a move. And if it's moving Steven Adams, that's something Detroit could look at. They need an enforcer, somebody that's strong, but they also need somebody that's can stay on the floor and that can stay in front of somebody. And Steven Adams just he really muscle in the middle. He can't really get out there and stay in front of people, you know, um, like he used to. So, or I don't know if he ever did, but nonetheless, I don't think he's flexible enough. I mean, if they was we're talking Jaren Jackson, you know, maybe listen to it, but he had an injury history, so I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about. So I mean, I don't think they're gonna try to move any of the important parts. So I mean, they just gotta keep either move the picks for future picks, or try to move them for known commodities. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but they need somebody that can get their own offense. So I mean, down there, I mean, they might as well take a flyer on somebody like Jaden Hardy, Marshawn Beauchamp. They should be looking to take flyers on guys like that, in my opinion. Um, they need somebody else that can get their own shot over there. So, oh yeah, but yeah, it's a long shot, but it is what it is. They ain't willing to move one of the important pieces. If it's Brooks, Bain, Jaren Jackson, that's gonna be hard to do. Even if Steven Adams, that's gonna be real hard to do. So, um, that is what it is on that part. Just keep it moving. Shout out to Piston Power too. So in Portland, I mean, we already know about Portland. These rumors heated up yesterday, man. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse dead, as we have already talked about the Portland Trailblazers Jerami gun for a long time. It's lottery, So like I said before, there's been a lot of rumors about them trading. They heated up yesterday. Them trading the seventh pick for Jerami Grant. So I mean, if that's what they want to do, I mean, Covington, Grant, it's great starts for them. Damian Lillard, and then they just really need to fill out in the middle and find a bigger guard to go next to him. So, I mean, looking at the Pistons roster, man, if they had a bigger guard to go next to him, I mean, obviously, I don't. If Killian Hayes would show some promise, dude, he'd be perfect, but he can't do nothing. So they need a bigger guard to go back there with him, and they got some money to play with, so maybe they can find a bigger guard in free agency. But Pistons just don't have the big enough guard to go back there with them. I mean, the question would be, and I don't think this dude is big enough to be or athletic enough to be back there. Could they play Isaiah Livers back there with Damian Lillard? That'd be I'm so not sure about that. So I mean, they need a bigger guard back there with Damian Lillard, but they also need defensive help with Covington out there, Grant out there. They better defensively right there, but they still have a glaring need in the backcourt um, defensively now. You know, so they can sign Anthony Simmons and sign and trade him somewhere and get somebody bigger back. I think that may end up working for them, but who knows? Who knows? So, um, oh yeah, I mean we talked about Portland so much, man, to blue in the face. If it happened, it happened. So it says new team trade rumor mill. It says New Orleans Stein added one team that I hadn't heard much about in the New Orleans Pelicans, but it might make more sense for them to trade their pick than Portland. Pelicans made the playoffs last season, have Zion Wilson coming back uh, to a team that also added CJ McCollum at the trade deadline. They are far more ready to win now than Portland and already have a lot of young players on the roster. They also have a couple of contracts they would love to get off their books and Garrett Temple, Devontae Graham. So if they could get them contracts off while getting some win now compensation, they might be willing to move forward. They've picked. Jeremy Grant is really the only player on the Detroit roster who missed those requirements, and his salary was close enough to the combined contracts of Graham and Temple. But the question is whether the Pelicans would have any interest in Grant. They already are loaded at forward with Brandon Ingram, Zion, Herbert Jones, Larry Nance Jr., Trey Murphy III. So it doesn't look like a match on paper, but with the teams going to be more positionless along with wings, so we can defend multiple spots are extremely valuable. Grant will give them some insurance against another Zion Williams injury. So that's I kind of was looking at that. I kind of talked about like it may not be quote unquote per se a match in heaven, but when you look at it, Brandon Ingram is really their point guard. Obviously, McCollum is the 2. Zion is the 4. Larry Nance, he ain't really that good. He ain't nobody else, bounced around a little bit, Cleveland, etc. Um, so yeah, it might make sense. Go Zion, Grant at the wings. Zion get hurt, you can move Grant to the 4. You can move Ingram back to the 3. You can bring somebody off the bench. They get Aaron Eason back next year. So it might make a bit of sense. Give them a lot of it gives them a lot of versatility. So it gives them a lot of versatility, man. So you have to wait and see, but for them, it could work. It could work. It could work. So should be interesting, man, to see, that can get done. But, the one thing they don't got is a big that can stretch the floor as well, like Kelly Olynyk too. So that's something they probably could be looking at. Somebody who could stretch the floor for him. So it's interesting, very interesting. So we'll see, man. You got Sacramento lingering there too. Um, so yeah, you got them lingering in there, seeing what they gonna do and what they won't do. But so yes, obviously getting closer to the draft, things gonna start heating up. So we'll cover it. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financial and support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All links in the description. Make sure you check out the Cash App. Check out the Spotify and the Anchor podcast, man. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace.